Anything going on out here? Got any more pep talks, Dad? Jackass.
Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Oh, imagine that.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
Send me, I'll do it.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Mm-hmm. His eyes were looking
that even possible?
creepy as shit right there.
Probably not.
Look at that.
Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Is it? Is it really, Dad? Is it something?
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Absolutely not!
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus.
Oh,
Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
sounds cool to me.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Maybe.
So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history.
Masturbating.
I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Really?
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out. Wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of?
What?
Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it.
I sure didn't.
So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. But keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner, gratis, for decades now. The colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Then when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
Uh-huh.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently. I wonder how many other places like this exist.
None. It's the
There are
only one.
dozens of them, all over the world.
And somehow no one's ever found one before us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh?
When I was at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives.
I don't feel like talking to you anymore. How about you, Daddy-O?
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Of course he did.
Every day.
Liar.
Come on.
The lying piece of shit.
I mean it. Every night I'd look. searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up.
Sure you did.
Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
How convenient.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Dear Lord, I forgot how terrible the lip sync was out here.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was
Especially
doing?
Dad's.
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
I'm not weird, you're weird.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key.
Dude, I've been in the Animus forever. I'm tired of the Animus.
We should probably get back to Connor.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not done exploring out here. Well, not like there's anything to explore. It's all just conversations.
Cross?
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
So it's not his fault?
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Oh, poor Cross.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
Why you keep walking into me?
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago. She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason with him to see if she could fix things.
Well, what happened?
I make out a bit?
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
I haven't seen you kill
Rebecca.
anybody.
I just want to be alone right now.
Too bad.
I just want to be alone right now.
Fine. Besides, I have super exciting emails to read. Let's see. I have no idea what the last one I read was. Because it has been a long ass time since I read some emails. Do you know? I think I read that one. Maybe. Oh, there we go. They got exclamation points. There's only 3? Am I the only one who thinks we should buy a few space heaters? Maybe a couple of jackets too. It's cold down here. I sort of figured that as we powered the place up, it'd turn on its climate control system or something. Guess not. Maybe the first civvies like it this way. All I know is I don't. So I'd really like for us to pick up some sort of heating solution the next time we head out. Please. Annoying. Abstergo is definitely onto us. Most of the power sources I was checking are gone. Guess they're rushing to snap them up now that they know what we're up to. We've got the other cells scouting for us, running interference, trying to grab anything they can. It's just hard with our numbers and their resources. Status. Sean's continuing his search for additional power sources. I'm working to coordinate with the other cells, have them doing recon and watching for Abstergo. Rebecca's been monitoring your sessions. I'm hoping to duplicate some of the recordings and send them to other cells for further research. Also hoping there's a way to bypass some of these memories, but synchronization seems to dictate your progress in chronological order. Hopefully someday we'll have a way to move through memories more quickly. Would certainly save us a lot of time in situations like this. And make the games infinitely shorter. And we wouldn't want that, because, you know, we wouldn't want to miss out on exciting missions like riding horses to 40 different fucking towns to warn people that the Brits are coming. Wouldn't want to miss out on that. Wonder why they put me here. Well, since that's near a fast travel area, I suppose we shall do this hunting mission. I think there's like a shit ton more hunting missions. Like, I don't even remember. I was looking at the... I don't feel like talking to you bitches. You guys never have anything interesting to say anyway. Never anything interesting. Wonder how my assassins are doing. You guys done with your missions yet? Yay! Although I don't know if you're successful, I'm still happy that you are done with your missions. 100%. I think, yeah, those ones are way too hard. That's what she said. And 90 again. You guys need to start ranking up faster. Of course, it would help if I had more assassins too, but yeah, no, let's not get into that. And I should definitely be staying on this side of the river, except for the fact that... Can you go across this? Jump your ass up. No, don't go down there. You're gonna die. Go upward. Pretty please? Whatever. So I can hop off your ass and whistle for you over here. Come here, horsey. Aw. Guess he has to be out of my range. Oh, he's fucking way up there anyway. Never mind. You are worthless to me, Mr. Horsey. At least for the next couple of minutes. And then I will miss you. Oh, stubby.
Yama.
Miyama. I even get up that high from here? This looks like a totally climbable place. Wow. It's like the first time in this entire game I've looked at a place that looked climbable and actually been able to climb it. That's kind of a miracle. Is there anything else climbable here or not? Okie doke. As long as you keep on climbing, I'm a happy boy. Because nothing's more disappointing than looking at a place that looks climbable and the game rejecting you. What the hell? Why did I have to come in here? What? Really? I came down here and now I get... Oh, okay. I was gonna be pissed if I had to, like, drop down and go find some other fucking way to... Hey, I wanna do a stabby stab. You jackass. Run over here. Hey. Come back. I wanna play with you. Whoa, that dude's got some fucking Mike... I was gonna say Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan skills right there. Like, wow. Try out for the fucking NBA with that leaping skill. Now you're dead, and I will weep for you. But not really.